And I'm streaming live, and this is going to go up on YouTube. This is going to be me talking about how day 2 of the Arena Open went. I'm still going to interact with my chat some, but I will just be kind of talking a lot about stuff. Like I was saying earlier, these guys, I feel I got quite unlucky. A little bit in the drafts, maybe some of the commons you would expect to see. I don't feel like really showed up in the packs due to getting certain other stuff real late. We'll look at it as it goes. And then, especially in the games, I, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you say I got lucky because like every game I won was like an epic struggle where I literally there was a game I had myself at 0% to win. So maybe you're just gonna say I got lucky to win any of these games. But I mean I'm actually interested in anyone's opinion on that really. When this is over. But there definitely might be some draft picks people disagree with too, but that's okay. All right, so this year I like the Firestorm, and when I go red, I tend to either want to go like some kind of domain kind of thing, or like red blue. Basically, that's kind of what I'm thinking when I make this pick. I'm passing a green black, and these are probably the best two cards I'm passing, and maybe this guy even. So I picked the Firestorm. Then I get presented with this. There's an uncommon missing. I put it on being the chaplain. Still think it's incredibly tough between Solo Windgrace and Lightning Strike. I feel like Solo Windgrace is probably the better card. But if the guy did take a chaplain, the chaplain decks often fight for lands. I just passed the green black kill spell. And Lightning Strike's absolutely great in blue red. And I just felt like if I pass Terra Sunder into Soul, I'm going to get hooked up in blue at least. And if this guy's doing chaplain stuff over here, he's going to be fighting me for lands and stuff. This is Jund. Sure, you can play this without kicker, but I would want some other lands too. I took Lightning Strikes, what I'm getting at. Some people might think it's crazy. I thought it was tough. I took the strike. I guess I might as well just put show pick on because I don't want to get embarrassed if I forget what I took. Here, I'm almost positive that I took timely interference. I thought about green black land. But I'm going to put show picks on here just in case I forget. But I'm pretty sure I took, yeah. And I wasn't super happy with this. But I didn't want to go like red black, especially with a Wrath. Yeah, I don't know. Now I take a Shore Up, and I'm a little bit upset that I didn't go with the Soul. I'm getting lands too. I'm a little bit worried right here, to be quite honest. I'm now happy again. I get this would have been good in any deck, but here we go. Then I get this thing. So that's looking like my deck's pretty open, right? Just took a 2-3 here. I don't remember all these picks. This was very early for me in the morning. Didn't have a lot of sleep here. Another one of these. Like I don't remember exactly everything that happened in this draft or the games. Took the smash. I like that pick. Crazy that this came back. I actually did take like a screenshot of the first pack. I thought this would definitely be gone. So I mean, had I went the domain route, I think I'd have a good deck. Yeah, it's from the open. It's best of 3. Great pickup and a great sign that this is here. Although this might have just been that one really good pack or something, because like all these cards are pretty good. Going over it right now, my impatient viewer Bungamar, now famous on my fledgling YouTube channel, wants me to spoil it for all these 80 viewers. Took a 2-drop. Took this thing. Happy to get that if, need a playable. Last pick thrill, I'm thrilled. Unfortunate first pick, a Twinferno, but it was very good for me. I already have 2 lightning strikes I can copy, a thrill, and it's just like potential double strike amplifier stuff. Not not exciting, obviously, a Drake. I went with the picker here. I guess I was just worried about stuff. I don't know. I don't have any terrors, so I didn't want a million timelies, I think. This pick seems close. I don't really remember this pick, but it seems close. Another lightning strike. Would have loved the infusion as well. Took red white land for like a 2-drop. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think the drafts went great, but like, you're getting a 4th pick lightning strike. It's weird. Some packs would have like 3 cards for me or whatever. Next person that wants me to spoil this entire thing, I'm just gonna ban them. These OPKS 22s coming in here, they're just trying to ruin everything. Can't you see I'm doing a review? White land I took. I mean, when stuff like this is happening, you feel like you're in the right colors, right? Pick that up. Thrill comes back. This seems close to me. This may have been a bad pick. The second smash over the first impede. Got my another timely. Whatever. Another unexciting pick one here. Well, sure, but that's the first one. I don't know how to hide that anyways. Anyhow, they should be more observant. I have no problem with that comment by the island. Talos Lookout, first pick. Essence Scatter, pretty happy with that. Another amplifier, sure. I have no terrors still. Like my creatures, I'm doing like this amplifier type thing, right? Got infantry, 2 amplifiers. Pick up this Outrider. I went with the amplifier here. I mean, I don't have any lands for this Vortex. I don't think it's very good when you don't have lands and stuff. And this is like, that's basically my deck, now. Amplifier deck. Other Thrill. Took the Fire Nado over the 4th Thrill. Definitely at least boarded it in. We'll see. Balmore 8th pick. I mean, that was lucky. But I mean, obviously, it's a little unlucky that this pick wasn't. I didn't get 2 cards out of this pack because like exactly, like my deck's wide open kind of, but I saw no Tolarian Terrors, which I doubt people would have taken highly, and I saw no of the 3-mana bounce draw card, which maybe they would still take kind of highly. But I don't think people at this table would have been taking Terrors wrongly. Got the Espionage, another Timely, just lots of playables. Bella last pick, which at least got sided in as well. So, deck. I don't know why it's got 5 of them. Maybe I changed it around. What's deck 2? Yeah, I definitely changed my lands after 1 round. You'll see why. So the final deck, I don't guess I can move stuff around. I'm gonna have to get my Twitter up real quick. Hang on a minute. Because I have a better picture of it. Where you can kind of see it laid out and see where maybe the issues with it are. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was amazing. Open image. Oh, fucking come here. Why is it so big? That's what she said. So, the creature suite, it's a little lacking. Yeah, but I just don't like Kavu. I would rather play the 3/2 Scry guy that I took over Kavu. There was just no chance that Kavu was making my deck. I'd always play the. I didn't take the Scry guy. I don't know. I guess I could have taken the Kavu. Or wait, this is no Pool. Yeah, I had a librarian. I knew I wasn't going to play Kavu. With 4 timelies, I definitely always play librarian over the Kavu. The librarian may should have been played anyways. Well, I have no way to kill a big creature, which is an issue, and my threats are kind of lackluster. Like if I run into a deck with a bunch of shocks and shit, it's probably going to be trouble for me, right? So, like I would kind of think this is a 2-1 kind of deck. Could go 3-0. You never know. So that was the draft. Now, details. Well, we know it. You guys are just going to be kind of shocked. I don't need to go through everything here, but I'm going to at least go through some of it. So, I mulligan so many times. I just want to kind of count my mulligans. I don't even know what your Windgrace comment was, but no, that's a weakness to it for sure. The 3 moves. I mulligan this hand. Maybe you could say it's keepable, but I mulliganed it. I get this, which I mulligan again, which I don't think this is very keepable. Note that I feel like this deck should mulligan pretty well as well. Now, this would have been great to start with 7 with, but I get to keep 5. That makes some sense, actually. Opponent did mulligan once, which I'd forgotten about. I mean, I have a good 5. I win this game. I mean, we can breeze through it maybe, but there's not much I feel like to see in this game. I don't know. This has taken a while. That's enough of this game. Maybe not the best content, but if we watch all of these all the way through, it's going to be crazy. I just want to see this one. How many times I mulligan? I think only once. There's my 1 lander. Yeah, I would keep this. Would I put a mountain back? I'd imagine. Yeah. I lost this game. Whatever. The next game we're going to watch all the way through. It's spoiled that I win it, but you just gotta suspend that from your mind because I don't know how you're gonna think I was ever gonna win this game. This game is unreal. This game is unreal. I promise you. This is the reason I'm doing this. That and to count my mulligans. Here's my opener. It's a fucking beauty. Mulligan. Into 3 islands, 4 red cards. Mulligan. Into a keepable hand. I did win all my die rolls, so I am going first again or whatever. I'll stop to talk when there's stuff to talk about, but we're just going to kind of click the play button for a while. I think he plays a bunch of forests. Like maybe he didn't have his lands right away, but I'm not working with much here. Badger's out with 3 forests. Not sure what I do. I just passed with this. Oh, he showed multiple of the 4/4 reach guy, so that's kind of why I did this. This is probably the right play, anyways. But he showed multiple of that guy. Alpilism. At this point in the game, I don't feel like I've lost. I feel fine about it. Let's just let it play out a bit. It was a good 5. There's a sentry I was mentioning. Countered that. Got another threat out. Kills the Balmore. And kills that guy. So that's a pretty bad turn for me. Still think I'm in the game. No attacks with the Badger was kind of weird. And I don't remember every turn. Like, I'm not going to remember everything I do. So I'm going to block Bolt, I guess, was my play. I don't hate it. What, I got a 1-2 after with that or something? Killed that guy. So I played the land. Bounced Urg, I guess. He starts badgering me. Kicks this thing and plays his Urg. Still doesn't look that bad to me. So we'll let it. I have confidence that it's going to look bad. Honestly, I might have sided out my Firestorm. I don't even remember. I sided it out against some people. I know I brought in my Jaya's damage thing here. It still doesn't look that bad, so I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. At the moment, I don't. All right, I scry 2 lands to the bottom. Or, yeah, scry there. I get him here. This doesn't look that bad. I'm at 20 still? I can't. Am I or am I at 10? What is this 20? I don't know what this maybe this is my graveyard. And this is this is my deck. I'm at 6. Okay, I'm at 6. Yeah. Me being at 6 makes this look a lot worse. A lot worse, right? Here they come. I block Badger and Thrill. He sacks a land, and I think he sacks another land. Nope, just the one. So I go to 2. He plays an Elfine. I draw a land. He bone splinters. I think he sacked his wall, I guess. My guy. So my play here, I have to timely and I have to draw my shore up, which is going to happen. So you can say I'm lucky, I guess, on all these multi-5s. So I timely is 1-1, and I draw my shore up to protect. I'm still not in a good shape. I was at 2, so like he could have, I don't really think he's supposed to send that here to trade when it's just going to be small again, right? I draw Twin Inferno. Now note that I'm at 2 and I'm dead if he sends everything. Okay? I'm dead if he sends everything. And I mean, nothing's going to go too well for me, I don't think, here. He go. Oh, it's going to show it too. Yeah, he like attacks with a couple things. Then he attacks, like highlights everything. Yeah, it's going to show the highlighting. I thought I'd have to tell you that. He's got them all clicked. He clicks this one, right? And then he like pauses, and then he clicks the other 3, and then he gives a long pause. Like I think to see if I'd scoop or something. And I just sat there, And then they unclick. And only the gardener attacks. And I'm pretty sure I take 1. No, I blocked. I'm surprised I blocked. I guess I figured if I went to 1, there's no way he wouldn't attack with everything. I think that's what I figured. I guess that makes sense. He plays his land, he's hellbent. I draw Fire Nado. And I kill Urg because I don't think there's any way I can beat his Scry. Nude, my deck's real threat light still, too. Even if I'm going to live, I got to win the game somehow, So I kill the Urg. I'm pretty sure I see a Drake on top, maybe? And Scry top? Yeah. I leave the Drake on top. He draws, and now he makes what I think is a good play. He doesn't attack. I thought he would attack. Shit, I didn't even think about that. Well, I should have done that. This game would have been probably a lot easier if I did that. I should have double fire NATO'd. I didn't even consider it. My whole mind was on the double straight combat of this thing. Never even stopped to think about it. So there, I'm glad I caught that. Or you caught it. I still didn't catch it. That would have been better. Now he makes a good play, I think, by not attacking. Because if he attacks and I thought he would attack. And I'd eat it, and then I'd be able to start attacking for big damage and have a Drake left to block. And maybe if he bricks for 3 turns, I can win. Clearly I should have double fire nated. I'm glad we caught that. So he doesn't attack like I say. Now I draw the Drake, I play it. I can't attack. Vine Wall. I draw a Lightning Strike. So I have the option of double striking this or something. I don't think I do it though right away. I just send this Drake. I still feel like my best chance is to just kind of chip in some damage. Like strike him and double strike this after 2 or 3 Drake attacks. At this point. I definitely should have used this on the Fire Nade though. But at this point I felt like that was my best chance. Right now, game 3 of round 1 we're playing. That's the score. Now he sends them. I block. And I double strike. He is this pump spell with kicker on the worm. So these are going to trade, but I'm at 2, so I have to cast this, and I have to cast this to kill this and to grow this to not trample. So I have to strike the 2/2, get trade with the worm, get trampled for 1, go to 1. He's at 19, and I have a Soaring Drake. Pilfers me, that's a miss. I cycle my thingy. Again, this isn't even that unlucky to be drawing these lands. I have a shit ton of lands in the deck. I got 9 cards. My bottom 2 are lands that I scried to the bottom. It's not even the Flood. It's not. I drew my spells early in the game or I would have died already. Now I have 6 cards in my deck. So I remember looking at my untapped, and no, it wasn't at all Flood. I had a good draw. I drew. I don't know. I don't want to. Can you see my? Not many. I drew all my spells early, or I would have just died anyways. So I had 6 cards left in my deck. I looked at the untapped. The bottom 4 were lands. I had an Outrider and something I don't remember. Oh, and a Bellow, I think. I sided in a Bellows because he had all these 4/4s and he had Green Defiler in his deck. He just beat me game 2 with Green Defiler is what happened. So my top 2, I really need the Outrider to come up first, ideally. And then I basically have a Drake, a Bellows, Outrider to kill him with. I draw the Outrider, which is 50-50. I didn't even remember he played that. That's sick. So now I got some decisions, right? Like, I've got all lands left in my deck, and I got to kill this guy. So if I attack with both, he's probably just going to block the 4/4 with the wall. So I come up with I have to strike the wall and then attack with both. Then if he takes it, he's dead. And if he blocks here, which he should, I get to bellow and then just hope these two get there. And I think that was my best bet. So that's what I did. I mean, he has to block, like he dies to pump spell anyways. I just scry my land to the top because I know they're all 4 lands. Think there's any more shenanigans. I think he just dies. But this game was pretty crazy. Yeah, okay, so he just died. Now we have. Again, most of these I just want to see how many mulligans. So that was 2 mulligans, 1 mulligan, 2 mulligans. Then we go here to game 1. I must have kept this hand. This hand looks good. Okay. So in this game, it looks so good for me that my opponent gives me the good game and then just beats me anyways. I changed my lands after that round because I had so many mana problems. Just kind of want to run through this a little bit and see because I remember he gave me the GG, like, and I think he was kind of like being sincere about it. It might have actually just been right there when he did it, which was kind of stupid if that's the case. Or maybe if I kill something next turn. It might have been here when I like bounces. I don't fucking know. Either way, the game's looking good, but I'm just gonna draw like 10 land in a row at some point. Actually, some interesting decisions with the shore up. I thought I played it okay in real time. This was when he said GG, actually. Tournament's over, I think. Unless they're streaming it, you can't. I mean, go watch another stream if you want to try to find somebody playing it live. I doubt you'll find anybody. He's got another geyser. I just let it go back. I think that was correct. Now he kicks this guy. He has, what, 2 mana untapped? He scatters. Maybe I should. I can't even really attack first. I mean, I could. I don't think I'm attacking with this guy, though. It's the 1 mana terror down. It's a flying blocker. And from here, I'm just going to do nothing. I really think there was much I could have done. I didn't notice much, at least. I'm trying to make it so I can draw my double strike card. I don't even think I did that, though. And he had a pump spell, so I died. Let's see. Okay, we got another mulligan. We got a mulligan to 5 again. Third one of those. I think the opponent might have mulliganed this game a bunch as well, though. Keep this. Let's see if he did. No, it looks like he kept 7. No, he went. We both went to 5, which I still think it is advantage him on the draw, but This might have been a game I won easily. I don't remember. One of these games I think I won easily, and the other one I felt like I stole it. So we're gonna have to watch. I feel like this is the one I felt like I stole. I could be wrong. This was still really early. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look very good. He's drawn a million cards and I have a 2/2. That was like one of my best draws, I'd imagine. Getting some damage in. No, this I felt okay about this game the whole time. Actually, I felt like if he didn't have a counterspell, I might be, with this wrath. Go to 15. Now I figure here at worst I can hit him down to 6. Maybe block and loot, hit him down to 3, and then I've got 3 lightning strikes. I can draw into. So I wasn't feeling too bad about this. Thrill, attack, draw. He bounces my guy, which is obviously would be good for the wrath. Attacks. I block and loot. Found a lightning strike. And I found another lightning strike, and I just burned him out. But I would die if he had a negate. Like, I just take lethal. But he didn't have one. But I'm pretty sure, like, this is going to win, too. If I don't draw that strike, the wrath. Unless maybe I shore up, I could maybe lose still. So I won that game. I'm just gonna. This game, I think I beat him pretty easily, and I didn't have to mulligan, so that's fine. Maybe this was the guy with the Defiler. I don't even remember. Let's check my mulligans. I get to keep this hand. That's fine. I lost that game. We can go back to that game just so we can see part of his deck. Just try to go fast. It was green black. He curved out with some creatures and some removal, and just I didn't get to do much. He beat me pretty badly this game. Kill my guy, gain some life. Seemed like he had a pretty solid green black deck. I don't feel like this guy did anything stupid or anything either. He might have been I don't think he was the guy with the Defiler. What did he do there? Oh, he tail spun. He's just, big creatures. I don't have a lot of ways to deal with big creatures. Down to 10. I mean, I had a fine hand. I just lost this. Thank you for the subscription, Mussister. Anyways, wasn't a lot to see here, but just kind of look at his deck a little bit. I feel like his deck's pretty good. Solid. Kind of can pick me apart with some of his removal. I guess we only saw 2 removal, but he had a decent amount. All right, let's see this. Well, we're starting it off with a mulligan. Although after 3 mulligans to 5 and a mulligan to 6, I kind of was like, almost wanted to keep it because I mean, it could get. I do get to keep 6. Just kill his shit, beat him down. He doesn't have 4th land. He doesn't have his 4/4 guy or anything. I mean, you can kind of see where this one's going. You can burn him out or something, maybe. He's to 9, actually. So yeah, if I could have lost this game. I could easily still lose this game. You're in my sidebar. I just go ahead and trade and get my card. I wonder if I Wrath here. I think I might have Wrathed here. No, I Fire NATO'd. I assume I kept that guy. Now I Fire NATO'd. Magnolia Sentry. It ain't looking so good here. But I'm like a spell away, a draw spell away from going nuts. That's not the worst either. He does start attacking me though. Gets back his 6/7. I think I just go in here. And I don't know if he blocks bad or if he had any other blocks, but what in the world is it doing? I know that once I double striked and gave trample, I think his blocks were fine. He had to act before I would shore up. I had exactly lethal. So this is going to do 7, 3, and 4, 10. And he's at 9. I guess not exactly lethal, but I had lethal. So he has to act first. He has the removal. I have the shore up. Now, a little background on this next game. My wife is out at the time. And I've told her, I said, look, just don't call me. Don't bother me. I will tell you when this is over. So I'm in a spot where I feel like I can't really lose. Fucking phone rings. I got to talk to her. She's like, I'm about to go to the bank. I'm like, why are you? Come on, 5 more minutes. Just come on. Maybe I slip. I thought I was almost 100% to win this game, and it got dicey. It's going to be almost the opposite of the other deck, the other game. It looks like I can't lose it, but I almost found a way to lose it. I think he mulliganed once. I got to keep. I think this is the 3rd game I got to keep 7. Yeah, he mulliganed once. So, I mean, this is just going to look like a very good situation. I'm just having my way with him. I go ahead and draw 4 with my thrill here. Fistful of dollars, but no lands, only 1 land. Or no lands, only 1 island. Again, when his play is land, goblin, pass, I feel like I can't lose, And I probably shouldn't have been able to. Plays another land and attacks. And like, what do I do? Kill his thing? Yeah, that makes sense. He protects it. No cards in hand. Right about the phone rang like right about before here. Roughly right about now or the previous turn was the phone ring. So I'm just like, I'll call you back. I'm just like, he's got no cards. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I might as well just finish this motherfucker and call her back. She's trying to go to the bank, this and that. So I play the Balmore. And I thrill. It's like, I'm going to finish this poor soul. He drew bad. Let's get on to the next one. Here I come. Makes the block, takes some damage. Mossbeard Ancient. Back to 18, and I'm fucking almost dead. Game is extremely losable all of a sudden. Well, I guess he's not really going to be able to kill me next turn without like a removal spell. If I just stay back to block something, but it felt like I could have lost this game. But I just end up killing him this turn, I think. Because I draw like into spells I can cast. I've tapped all my red. I don't know if that was necessary or if that was a fuck up. But I have to shore up to kill him. At first, I didn't think I had to, but it didn't feel like he had anything, so I just went for it. And I win. So, I don't know. I felt like it was a big struggle. Obviously, I got lucky in a lot of spots. My opponent messed up really bad round one. Like, just didn't, chose not to kill me, and I still was lucky to win. All right. This is going to be, I don't know how I can not spoil this, basically. Count. Here's the next draft. You can see its results. All right, so we'll go over this draft. I feel like this draft was maybe a little easier than the first one. I don't know. There's no Soul of Windgrace passed to me. Took the Dragon War. Had to pass a Lightning Strike. Pretty shit pack. Debated the Thrill, but they've been wheeling like crazy in these drafts. I got one last pick in the other draft. I went with the Lookout. I thought maybe you could take Bite down. Yeah, I mean, you could. I don't really like to draft the multicolor decks. I feel like everybody's fighting for the lands, but maybe I could just be in there fighting with them. I don't know. Took this thing. Took Outrider. Could have picked a land here. Maybe take Rager. I mean, certainly wasn't happy about this pick. I was worried. But I said to myself when I was thinking about taking the land that, like, if I took the Outrider, and I could always ditch the Lookout, and like the Outrider would be good in the same decks the lands are going to be good in. That's kind of where you could take the Rager for sure, but I don't like red black. I want to play the dragon thing, so I landed on the Outrider. Thrill here, not thrilled about the fourth pick. I decided to take it over the Interference. I thought that was close. Exploration over this land. I was kind of happy with that. Grove. What the hell do I want with a green white land? No way. Now I'm happy. Sixth pick terror. I'm like, okay, this should probably work out. Grabbed this thing. And this is kind of what I mean about unlucky in the draft. Like, you'll see some other picks too that seem to wheel or be kind of late. Like, it felt like blue red was fairly open, but the deck had some holes to it still. Got another Thrill. Librarian I can play. Took Micromancer over Gitu. Felt like that probably end up better, even though I don't have anything to get right yet. Since I took Micromancer, I like to get the Rona's Vortex if I see it. Plus, this deck right now is hurting for interaction. The only thing it has is a Fire Nano and a Momentum, which are both bad. So I knew I would take Vortex highly, so I grabbed the black land. Balmore third, good sign. It's great. You know, meh, whatever. Upgrade to the Outrider, I guess. Wasn't much else here. Took a Figment over the second black red land. Just didn't really know if I'd need the playable. This was a tough pick, but I took Shore Up over Twinferno basically just because of the Micromancer. Also, I don't have removal spells to copy, although I forget to do that every time with the card. Took the Kavu here. Impulse, that was great. Amplifier Wheels. So that's what I'm saying, you know, like you would think it'd be easier to pick up some of these really good blue and red commons when this sort of thing's happening, but maybe not. Grabbed this because maybe I wanted it and sideboarded in. This guy. Dragon Whelp. Again, basically this deck ends up with a lot of playables. They're of all equal kind of value here. That's kind of what I felt like. I felt I got a little bit unlucky in the drafts in a way. But I was happy with this deck when it finished. First pick of Timely, not ideal. But I thought that's what I wanted most out of the pack. Second pick of Soaring Drake, certainly not ideal. Now there's that Vortex. I was waiting on that. That's great. Pick up a Flowstone. Awesome. Now I got a nice Micromancer package. Got a second Terror. Kind of nothing. I took the 2-drop over the other wall. Everything in one pack. You know what I mean? Like I would have played all 4 of these cards. But I went with the Impulse. I don't know. I like that guy okay, but I've already got like some other 5-drops I can play. We're talking about the 4/4 that taps the guy, the Frost Strider. And this card really lets me like live. I feel like this card's really important when I have my deck's kind of slow. But grabbed Impulse here. I didn't feel like I was really Amplifier deck. Nah, I don't like it. I just like them. Impulsing for terrors, I don't know, I like it a lot. Another Timely. Grab the counter spell for the board. Against these, you know, the slow value decks, the wall decks. Could have had another Drake, but I could just play a Berserker, a Kavu, or a Librarian, right? This is pretty unique. Grabbed a 2-drop. Grabbed a second Impede. Picker, that makes the deck. Thrill, pretty sure that made the deck. Unless I had a million of them. I had 3, I played all those. So I didn't save a picture of this deck, so we're going to have to look at the actual deck that I built. It won't be all spread out like I like. We'll have to see what cards I didn't play. We have to look at the pool next to the deck or something. Oh god, I lost it. That's the deck. Well, this is the pool. Oh, all my shit just shut down. Let's see my chat. Bring the chat back up. Just go to the deck and scroll? How do you scroll where? Oh, sideboard. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. We don't need this at all. All right. Anyways, we had the little package here of everything for the Micromancer, all my little tricks. A lot of card draw, which is good. I played a Steel Crusher, which seems like not the best. And I played the Fire NATO main, I think. This isn't how I built it. I need to go to deck 2. This isn't how I built my deck. I might have changed it or something. That might have been how this is how I built my deck. I wanted 1 Impede for sure, and then I decided to play the second one. Yeah. I decided I wanted no part. I said even if I draw that Steel Shaper on turn 2, I hate that Figment. I'd always play Steel Shaper. when I have two of these timelies. They can't even you can't even blow anybody out with it. I hate that card. I think it's awful. I just think the card sucks. I'd play a 2/2 with no text like every time. But this is how I built it. And the last card I put in was the second impede. Um, Again, I just had not a lot of interaction. I felt like I have these big threats, and I've got 3 thrills. I said maybe I can pitch one if I need to. I thought it was pretty close between that and like a berserker or like I didn't even know which of these I liked the most. It was gonna be like I just decided I'd rather play a thrill or an impulse turn 2 than a shitty 2-drop. So I didn't play any more 2-drops. And then I decided I'd rather just play the second momentum over like Fire NATO or a 3-drop. But no geyser again. So I don't want Academy Wall. I looked at it, but I just don't think I like it much. I have Balmore. I just like everybody to be able to attack. I don't think it does a lot. Just rather play a 3/2 or something. But so this next match, I got my ass kicked. I mean, it wasn't close. But it's a little annoying because like I felt I drafted pretty well, you know? And like clearly I played against somebody that wasn't at my table because they had a blue red deck that was like 6 times as good as me. And they just beat the shit out of me. So like I don't see why they couldn't do these things in pods the way they do. I think that would be a big improvement, but they'll probably never do that. But I mean, they make you. It's not even like convenient. You have to wait a lot in between the drafts, and so it's convenient that you can just fire up your games right away without waiting. I guess, but there's so much waiting anyways. I don't see much reason not to do it in pod, but maybe they just can't or just don't care. But I feel like there's no way that can't would have come from my table basically. Just another way I feel I get unlucky in these things. All right, let's see. Well, we started off with a mulligan. How many is that? 2, 4, 6. I think this is mulligan 8 or 9 on the day in my fourth match. I got a good 6. I get to put back, actually, I'm not. I think I put the picker back here. I thought about this for a while, and I'm confident. On turn 2 with this hand, I don't even want to play a picker. I want to thrill, and I just want to thrill this away to make the snake cost 2. So I don't think they'd have to restructure the rewards at all. It has no effect on that. It's single elimination, so it doesn't matter at all. Like 1 in 8 people, as long as you're getting paired with people with the same record, 1 in 8 people make the second draft, and half of those people win their first round and make money. It doesn't even matter because it's single elimination. But anyways, I like that decision by me. Yeah, not always, but I think if they try to, it wouldn't change too much. I don't know. I would prefer it to this. Yeah, I played as soon as I could. I know how that works. If you play late and there's no other people to pair you with, why play Baum? What would you do? Oh, I just decided I'd play it before I just start getting in damage. Because I don't. I mean, I'd rather do 2 every turn. I'm turboing this guy out. I think it slows it down much. I don't put a lot of stock into Balmore. I was fine doing this, just blocking. I think I like playing the Balmore here. Let me go back. Yeah, I like to play it. I mean, I don't think it's slowing me down too much. If he didn't play a creature turn 2, I might not play it because he could scatter it. but I think I like playing it. But I don't put a ton of stock in it. I'm going to block with it. And I mean, this very he took a while before he even shorted up, so he may have had a 3 drop. I mean, this was kind of a game, but like his deck is just so much better than mine, as we'll see. I wonder why I didn't thrill there and then play it with shore up. It seems like a mistake. I feel like I was caffeinated well and awake in this draft too. I drew this. Yeah, I guess I just got excited when I drew it because I should have thrilled there first. Pretty big mistake because I think I end up having to shore up and not even getting to cast my thrill at the end of the turn. I mean, I don't think I'd win the game, but it's a pretty big mistake. This is just a trade. This isn't like I blow him out or anything because of Balmore. Again, these games weren't close. His deck looks a lot better the second game too. But those things are awful. Those impedes against a deck like this, they're rotten. He's got one too, though. So we both have kind of a rotten card. Maybe it's a little bit close this exact turn if everything goes my way, but I'm at 6, and this guy's going to untap pretty soon. I kill his picker. Draw a land. I loot them away. I draw 2 more lands. The graveyard has now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands in it. 6, 7. So 13 lands. Did I put any on the bottom? 14 lands. Just annoying. A lot of lands. He goes for the kill. I kill his Kavu. Another land. Have to block. I mean, I'm at 4. Yeah, he has this. Kills my Drake with kicker. I don't know why he didn't. I mean, I guess it seems like you would just do that. And I guess, I don't know. I guess if I have like something, a bounce or whatever, he doesn't want me to use Balmore. That seems fine. But I mean, I'm obviously dead. I draw another land. But there was no draw in my deck really that's going to get me out of that. Maybe my Wrath or something if I didn't already use that. It already. I guess I could have drawn my Wrath, but I mean, he might have had a spell. All right. Now this game was real thump. Oh, I had a couple left, but I mean, I had like 2 lands left in 10 or so unseen cards. Plus, I had 3 spells in the bottom. I'm pretty sure I mulligan this one on the play. Yeah, I got a keepable hand though for 6, but I think that's like very few games I didn't mulligan in this. So I put back, yeah, I put back 5-4. This is just an ass kicking. My hand's fine for my deck. I mean, it's a card short, but I was hoping to find a timely off of that real bad. I did not. The haughty Jin. Still seems like it could be winnable. But it got out of hand real fast. I'll try to kick his thing to eat it. He's got the shore up. I make a little bit of an error here. I forget that this has +1/+1 until end of turn. So I probably should have left my terror back and had it be a 3/4 and maybe it can't attack into me. But I saw it a 4/5. I was already feeling like I'd lost this game and I attacked. I'm not even sure it's wrong to attack because he's probably able to trigger it twice. But I did when it went back down to a 3/4. I was like, oh shit, maybe I was supposed to leave my guy back. Just hope he has all lands or something. He did not have all lands. I mean, game's over. Like this wasn't even close. His deck was way better than mine, and he just beat the shit out of me. I felt like kind of how I felt was like a lot of the games I won, I felt like a lot of people would have lost. I'm like, you know what? I bet you a lot of people would have lost these games that I won. I'm kind of proud of that. But then like I lost this game and I'm just like, I don't, like nobody was winning this match. Like there's just nobody was winning it. So, I mean, there's nothing I could have done, I don't think. Like I don't think I drafted terrible. Yeah, that was by far the most insane one. But I just kind of wanted. Honestly, going back, my luck wasn't even as bad as I thought it was. I thought I just got. I mean, I mulliganed a lot, but I don't know. I don't feel completely stressed. I never, ever, ever, ever cash these things. So I just wanted to go back for my own sanity, go through it all. I don't mind the structure. I mean, only having to win 4 matches to get $1,000 is pretty fucking nice. Like, they can't have that and give you a loss. You'd have to go like 6-1 otherwise. To go 4-0, I don't even think it's that much harder than going 6-1, especially when you factor in that like you're gonna have one of your losses early if it's gonna benefit you. So you're still gonna have to win like 3 in a row after your loss against better decks, probably. Good job, Lawful. But I felt I played pretty well. Definitely missed that one thing, the copying. It is what it is. But I figured I'd throw this up on YouTube. I could put a thing here, so if everybody asks me 1,000 times how the open went, I could just do that. So that's the end of that review. I'm gonna stop my recording.